and read them. Otherwise, bring yourself on to your mats. If you don't have a mat, don't worry. Carpets, floors, towels, they all work. You're going to bring yourself into a seated position. Oh, I should probably tell you what we're doing today. We're just going to do a nice full body flow. We're not going to do anything too mental. We're just going to do a nice flow to get into all the corners of our body. So we did a nice slow one last night. We're going to pick it up a little bit, get a little bit more energy to it, but nothing too intense. And yeah, just to finish off the working week, as obviously we don't do Fridays anymore, so this is your last one of the working week. So I'm going to try and make it a good one. So bring your palms onto your knees, drop your shoulders down, close your eyes, plant your sit bones. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose, expand your abdomen. Send all of that air down towards the bottom of your lungs, filling them like a glass all the way to the top. And as you exhale, reverse the breath, draw the navel in towards the spine. And again, inhale. And exhale. Start to tune out your outside distractions, thoughts and worries. Just tune into your breath and your body. With every inhale, maybe try and deepen that breath. Try and teach your body to use the full capacity of your lungs. So maybe you inhale and then pause at the top of your breath. Before you exhale, reverse the breath and pull that navel in towards your spine, almost like you're trying to draw it to the wall behind you. And as you inhale, feel the breath wash through you, cleansing your body from the inside. Exhale, release. Allow anything you don't want to just be expelled. And think of your breath that way. So we inhale, filling our body with this air to cleanse us, and exhale, releasing anything not serving us in this moment. And start to tune into your mind. Maybe take an imaginary broom and start to sweep the mind clear of any clutter, any wandering thoughts or worries. Leaving the mind clean and empty and neutral. I like to visualize my mind as kind of like an empty room with just a nice clear window that only my breath can run in and out of. Planting those sit bones so you're grounding yourself, and as you do, lift through the spine and the chest. Sit tall. We're lifting, but we're grounded. So we're light, but we're grounded into the mat. Pull those shoulders down towards the floor. Pull the arms down. Feel gravity pulling you towards the earth, but still stay lifted. Chest open. Let's start to tune in with our key tension points. So we tend to hold on to stress in really subtle ways. So we hold on to pockets of tension almost without even realizing that we do it, and we do it during our day-to-day life. If anything is stressing us out or making us anxious or annoying us, we might hold on to these points as a way of coping with that stress without even really noticing it. So I'm going to show you how to let go of those tension points, and hopefully you can check in with them in your day-to-day life and just make sure that you're letting them go, and notice what a difference it will make to how you feel and how your body feels. So the first is that we drop our shoulders down away from the ears, release any tension in that area. Allow yourself to lift through the neck. So pull the shoulders away from your ears, your neck grows long. Letting go of any tightness or tension in your facial features. So no frowning or furrowing the brow, no grinning, nothing that tightens your jaw. Allow your face to become neutral and gentle. And finally, unlock your jaw and unclench your back teeth. Drop the tongue from the roof of your mouth, and maybe you open your mouth a tiny bit. Stick that tongue out like a little puppy. So all of these areas, but particularly your jaw, can contribute to headaches, neck, shoulder, and back pain. So let's just try and remind ourselves to check in with those areas throughout our day-to-day life. Just return to your breath. And before we start, I just wanted to say to you guys, thank you so much. This is the 93rd day in a row that I have taught you guys, and some of you have tuned in every single day. And I am beyond grateful and beyond impressed at your dedication. And thank you all so much. Just in case I forget to say it at the end, I'm going to say it now. So let's just start with a little bit of gentle mobilization. You're going to draw your chin towards your shoulder. And gently roll that head from shoulder to shoulder. It doesn't matter which way you're doing it, just so long as you're getting that nice mobilization through the neck. And if you would like to, you can start to send that all the way around, get a full head roll. I know some people don't like to roll their neck the whole way around. That's absolutely fine. If you're going to roll your head the whole way, make sure you go both ways. Gently bring yourself back to center. Bring yourself to your shoulders and start to roll them up to your ears, down your spine, releasing that shoulder girdle. You can also take your hands onto your shoulders and rotate the arms, so like you're drawing circles with your elbows and it looks like you've got little chicken wings. And really open that chest. So I want you to really indulge in this movement. Don't make it lazy. So when you inhale, you lift. Exhale, open that chest, pull back to center. And open, really nice. Lovely. Let's take a nice deep breath here. Bring your arms in front, interlace the fingers, curve the spine, drop the chin to the chest and pull those shoulders apart behind you. You're going to make a kind of circle shape with your arms. So like you're hugging a giant beach ball. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, pushing the air away, lift the arms, drop the shoulders, neck long. Inhale, reach the arms out, keep them in line with your shoulders, fingers reaching either side of the room. Maybe you give those fingers a little wiggle. Exhale, draw the arms behind you, open your heart center, pull the shoulders together behind your back. Lovely. Let's go again. Inhale. Drop your chin to your chest, curve the spine. Pull those shoulder blades apart at the back. Exhale, push the air away. Draw those shoulders down, neck nice and long. Inhale, arms wide, fingers touching either side of the room. Keep those arms in line with your shoulders. Exhale, draw the arms behind, open your heart center. Lovely. And again, inhale. Chin to chest, curve the spine. Exhale, reach towards the sky, keep those shoulders down, neck long. Inhale, reaching from either side of the room, fingers pointing. Exhale, draw the arms behind, open your heart center, deep breath. And let's leave our right hand behind us and take our left hand to the outside of our right knee. So your right arm is nice and straight and it's almost acting like a secondary spine. Left hand to the outside of your right knee. So we're going to give ourselves a little seated spinal twist. Drop the shoulders down, inhale. As you exhale, push that knee away and start to gaze over the right shoulder, twisting through the spine. So the lovely thing about spinal twists is what they do is they compress our organs and release any toxins. So when we release the twist, fresh blood runs through our organs, which is often why it's quite energizing. So please also remember, if you are pregnant, just avoid any spinal twists or twist through the waist because it suppresses the airflow to the fetus. So keeping yourself nice and upright, deep breath, inhale, push that knee away, gaze as far as you can behind you. Exhale, release, gently bring yourself back to center. Take the left hand behind you like a secondary spine. Right hand to the outside of your left knee, sit nice and tall, drop your shoulders down, deep breath, inhale. Exhale, push that knee away. And remember to use your back arm as a support post, but not a leaning post. So it's keeping you nice and upright, but you're not slumping back onto it. You want to keep yourself upright. You want to keep those bum cheeks planted. Neck long, shoulders down. Push that knee away, gaze all the way behind you. Twist, twist, twist. And release gently. Bring yourself back to center. Lovely. Take your left hand in line with your left hip. Your right arm comes up and over. Push into that right hip as you reach with the right hands to the left side of the room. You can come down onto your left forearm if you want, but make sure those bum cheeks stay glued. If you feel that right bum lifting, push yourself back into the stretch. Keep your chest open as well. What I mean by that is try not to collapse forward, get all slumpy. You want to keep yourself open. Reaching from fingertip to hip. Push into that right hip. Deep breath, inhale. Really feel as though you're adding inches onto that right side. Inhale. Exhale, release the right hand in line with the right hip. The left arm comes up and over. Left arm in line with left ear. Keep your shoulders down and your neck long. Inhale. Exhale, if you want to drop onto your forearm, please do. Make sure those bum cheeks stay on the mat. Push into that left hip. Reach with the left fingers. Deep breath from hip to fingertip. A nice, deep lateral stretch. Really nice, deep inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale gently back to center. Well done. Place your palms in front and tuck your legs. You're going to bring yourself into an all-fours position on the mat. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Keep the spine nice and flat, core engaged. Take a deep breath here and you're just going to push into your palms and your knees and the tops of your feet. And really, really feel that core engaged as you breathe. Inhale. And exhale. And if you want to add a little bit to this breath, you can tuck the toes under, lift the knees about 5 to 10 centimeters off the mat. Keep that spine straight, core engaged. You're going to feel this in your glutes, in your core, and hold. Give me 5 deep breaths. And remember to keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. I don't know why, but we all tend to hold our breaths in core exercises. Go for 5. 4, keep the spine straight. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees, start to hollow the lower back, gaze up towards the sky, into your cow pose. Exhale, arch like a scared cat, drop the crown of the head towards the floor, spread the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And if you'd like to continue here with your mobilizing of the spine in your cat-cow, please, please do. If you would like to freestyle this movement and get your wiggle on, then please also do that. You want to get into your hips, you want to get into your wrists, get into whichever corner of your body really feels like it needs to be woken up. Use this time in these breaths to really start to stretch out the body, get it ready for the flow. Maybe you want to come all the way forward into your cobra and then push back into a child's pose. Maybe you want to reach those arms out in front. Maybe you want to circle the body. Maybe you want to turn those wrists around and stretch out your wrists, which is really good if you're practicing hand balances. And maybe you just want to circle the hips, draw figure of 8s with them, whatever you want to do. Maybe you want to speed it up, kind of a Beyonce cat. Do whatever you want to do. Use this time, use these breaths to guide you through the movement. Really nice, everyone. The wonderful thing about practicing from home is that you can be as weird as you like and no one can see. So really, really use this breath. Get deep into your breath as well. Make it indulgent, make it long. Push into every corner of your breath. Really nice. And take one more deep breath here. And gently bring yourself back to center. Well done. Take that right leg out behind you, pointing the toe. And from here, we're going to, oh, I'm really close to the wall. From here, you're going to circle that right leg all the way around and bring the right foot in line with the left knee. You're then going to have to really improvise here because I've got a new setup and I have a feeling I'm going to cut my head off quite often. So we're going to start to roll ourselves up through the spine. Bring yourself into your gate pose. Reach the arms up towards the sky. So what you want to aim for is not sitting, but like keep those hips nice and aligned. So you're not sitting into that right hip. You're not sticking that left bum cheek out. You want to make sure hips are squared to the front. I always say like car headlights. So if you put a finger and thumb on your hip bones, you can make sure that they're level, they're not uneven, they're not sticking one forward and one back. Arms in line with your ears. Deep breath, inhale, and as you exhale, drop that right hand onto your right calf. Bring the left arm up and over. Keep that chest open. You're kind of making a little crescent shape. Deep breath, push into that left hip. Exhale, drop the left hand in line with the left knee and reach that right arm up. So you're stacking the arms from wrist to wrist, shoulder stacked. So if you want to stay here, please feel free. You can also gaze up at your extended arm. And if you want to add a little more, lift the right leg, bring the right arm out in front. You're bringing yourself in a nice straight line. And if you want to go further still, we're going to add some movement. Draw the knee to the elbow and reach. And we're going to go for 5. And reach. 4. And reach. Well done. 3. And reach. 2. And reach. And 1. And reach. And you can hold here. And anyone that wants to go deeper, bend the right knee. Take hold of the right foot with the right hand and kick that foot into your hand. Get a shoulder and spine stretch and a balance at the same time. And hold here for 5. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Bring yourself back into an all fours position, but keep that right leg out behind you. Keep it elevated. Push down through the palms. Take a nice deep breath. Tuck that left toe under. And you're going to take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring yourself up into your 3-legged dog. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, drop back down into your all fours with that right leg out behind you. Inhale. Exhale, push back up. 3-legged dog. Well done. Inhale. Exhale, drop back down onto that left knee. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the left toe under and lift. And again, drop back down. Really nice. And exhale, push back up into your 3-legged dog. And from here, I'm going to give you options. So you can either stay in your 3-legged dog. I'm going to need to move so that I have space to actually do this. And if you want to, you can open the hip gaze underneath your right armpit, bend the right knee and bring it all the way back behind you. Make sure you keep those palms with an equal distribution of weight. And if you want to, you can walk all the way over into your wild thing pose. Keep those hips high, reaching back with the right arm. And wherever you are, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that right hand back. Bring yourself back into that 3-legged dog. Take that right knee all the way forward. Plant the right foot and drop yourself down into a low lunge, a runner's lunge. Bring your arms up in line with your ears, and I want you to try and make sure that knee is above the ankle. Sink into those hip flexors. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale, and you can stay here or you can take a twist. So we drop the left arm forward, the right arm back. Lovely. And if you want to go further here, the right hand reaches for the left calf. The left arm comes up and over wherever you are. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Windmill those arms on either side of that front foot. Bend the back knee, straight the right leg. Flexing that foot. Deep breath, inhale. Exhale, start to hinge forward through the hips, dropping down into a nice deep hamstring stretch. So this is nice and indulgent for that right hamstring. And make sure those hips are facing straight ahead and your spine stays straight. So even if it means you don't get as deep into the stretch, you want to put your form above how deep you can get into the stretch, remember, so that we don't get an injury. And it's still going to be a really nice deep stretch. Keep those hips squared forward. And what I mean by that is that you're not leaning too much to the right to get deeper into the stretch. Really, really nice. Try and walk the hands forward a little with each breath. Lovely. Give me one more here. Plant that right foot. Really nice. Take the left hand to the outside of your mat. So you're taking the mat out of the equation. Bring the right arm out in front, point those fingers. And then we're going to circle that right arm all the way back behind us. Gaze at your fingers. And if you want, you can stay here. And if you want to, you can lift that back foot and kick that foot into your hand. Take a little twist. And if you want to, let's stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently drop that foot back down. Bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. Tuck that left toe under, and you're just going to lift yourself into your dragon pose. So I'm going to give you guys options here. Option number 1, you stay in your dragon, and option number 2, you're going to drop down onto your forearms. Give yourself a little rock on that back foot. So this is a really good one for opening the hip flexors. So if you're practicing splits, really, really nice. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And wherever you are, I want you to take that right leg, bring it back behind you, and bring yourself into either a forearm plank or a high plank. So if you're in high plank, please feel free to drop down onto our forearm plank. We're going to do some core burners. If you feel like, actually, no, I don't want to do core burners, thank you very much, then by all means, stay in your high plank and you can just work on holding your core there. That's still core exercise. Everyone on your forearm plank, we're first going to do hip dips. We're going to do 10 of those, and then we're going to do 5, finding our edge. Ready? Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, find your edge. Let's go. Push yourself all the way forward. And back. And 4. Back. 3. Back. 2. Really nice. Back. And 1. Lovely. Drop down onto your knees. Bring your heels together, knees apart. Draw yourself into your child's pose. Deep inhale. And exhale. So I'm going to stay mainly mat-based, I think, just because I haven't worked out the setup from this angle of the room yet. And on Facebook, I don't have much space. So I think on Saturday, I'm going to move the camera back so that I can do more standing poses. But for today, we'll just stay on the mat a little bit. So take a deep breath, gaze between your hands, draw your chest to the mat and lift those sit bones. You're going to bring yourself into an extended puppy. So extended puppy, we're stretching our hamstrings, our chest, our abdomen, our shoulders and our upper back. So if you want to get deeper into your shoulders, come up on your fingertips like spiders. Gazing between your hands, deep breath, inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Place the palms, draw the chest along the mat, bring yourself into your Sphinx pose. And you can either hold your Sphinx pose, so forearms on the mat looking like a little statue in Egypt, or you can walk your hands back, lift the chest, bring yourself into a cobra. So both of these poses are really good for shoulders and really good for lower back pain. What I want you to remember, whichever one you're in, is that you're engaging your lower body as well, and that's how we get the most out of the stretch. So point your toes so that your knees lift, and then you're going to feel that engagement in your bums, your glutes, your hamstrings. You're going to feel it in your lower back. Really, really engage. Don't forget about the lower body. You will really, really do this pose an injustice. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale, push down through your palms. You're going to bring yourself into your upward facing dog. Lift the thighs, tops of the feet on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes. And push up into your downward facing. Feel free here to soften your knees if you would like. Otherwise, you're drawing your navel in towards your spine. Spine nice and flat. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and externally rotate them.
Draw the heels towards the mat, but don't force them down, and feel free, as always, to soften those knees. Let's take a little breath. Inhale, raise up on the balls of our feet, lift the heels. Exhale, we lower, starting to get into our hamstrings and our calves. Inhale, so this is a nice simple one if you have got tight hamstrings or calves. And exhale, try and keep that body in that same down dog position as you lift and lower. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Take a nice deep breath. Wave that body forward. Take your high plank, core engaged. And we're going to start to drop the knees towards the mats. And as you do, send the bum towards the heels and bum up into your down dog. So we go plank, knees hovering, bum back, down dog. So don't drop the knees, just hover them. We're going to do that 5 times. Let's go. Plank, knees, bum and down dog. And plank, knees, bum, down dog. Make it a nice little rhythm. Plank, knees, bum, down dog. And plank, knees, bum, down dog. Last one. Knees, bum, and down dog. Well done. Gaze straight ahead. Drop the knees. Bring yourself into an all fours position. Take a deep breath. Bring that left leg out behind you in a nice straight line. And you're going to draw a circle with that left foot. Bring it all the way around in line with your right knee. Start to walk the hands back. Draw the arms up in line with your ears. Bring yourself into your gate pose. And remember, make sure those hips are squared to the front. So how do you make sure? Put finger and thumb on your hip bones. Make sure they're forward like car headlights. So you're not uneven. You're not dipping one back and sticking your bum out. Nice and aligned. Arms up. Deep breath. Inhale. Send the left arm down the left calf. Right arm comes up and over. Push into that right hip. Make yourself a little crescent moon. Deep inhale. Exhale, drop that right hand in line with the right knee and reach up with your left arm. Stacking the arms, so from wrist to wrist, shoulder to shoulder, a nice straight line, and try and gaze at your extended arm. So you can stay here if you want to. Those of you wanting to balance, lift the left leg and bring the left arm out in front. And if you want to add a little more here, let's add some movement. We're going to draw the knee to the elbow. We're going to go for 5 of those. Give me 5. And reach. 4. And reach. 3. And reach. 2. And reach. And 1. And reach and hold. Or if you want to, you can bend that left knee. Take hold of it with take hold of your left foot with your left hand. Kick that left foot into the left hand. Give yourself a shoulder and spine stretch and a balance wherever you are. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently let go. Bring yourself back into that all fours position, but keep that left leg out behind you. Keep it nice and straight. Push down through your palms. Inhale. As you exhale, tuck the right toe and lift up. 3-legged dog. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, drop back down onto your knee. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. 3-legged dog. And drop back down. And lift. And drop. And lift. And drop. And last time, lift. And you're going to hold that 3-legged dog. And I'm going to give you options. How have I managed to get myself here? Okay, so let me just change sides. You're either going to hold that 3-legged dog, or you're going to open that left hip, gaze underneath your left armpit, bending that left knee and bringing the left foot behind you. Or if you want to, you can walk the whole way over into your wild thing pose. Reaching back with that left arm. Give yourself that nice back bend wherever you are. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently, everybody. Bring yourself into your 3-legged. Draw that left knee in towards the chest. Plant the left foot. Drop the back knee. Bring yourself into your low lunge. So, left ankle underneath, left knee, arm in line with your ears. So this is really good at stretching your hip flexors and strengthening your quads and your hamstring. That's why it's good for runners. So you can stay here, or you can split the arms. The right arm goes forward, the left arm goes back. And if you want to go further still, the left hand onto the right calf, reach back with that right arm, and hold wherever you are. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circle those arms back on either side of that front foot. Bend the back knee, straight the front leg, flex that front foot. Deep breath, inhale. And exhale, start to hinge at the hips, drawing that left torso towards, drawing your torso towards your left thigh. And remember, hips squared to the front is the most important thing, so try not to dip to the left. Keep your spine straight, hinge forward, deep breath, inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale, really nice and indulgent. Feel it on the back of the left leg. Maybe you want to walk those hands forward a little. Deep breath. Gently plant that left foot and bring yourself back into the low lunge. You're going to take that right hand now to the outside of your mat. Left arm comes out in front. Circle that arm behind you, gazing at your left fingertips. You can either stay here, or if you want to, you could pick up that back foot and kick that right foot into your left hand. And take that little twist there. Wherever you are, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently drop the leg. Well done. Windmill both hands to the inside of your left foot. Push down through the palms. Tuck that right toe under and lift up into your dragon pose. Lovely. So you can stay here. And those of you wanting to can drop down onto your forearms into your lizard pose. Give yourself a little rock on that back foot. Wherever you are, we're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're on your forearms, straighten those arms. And you're going to take that right leg. We're going to bring it all the way forward this time. Bring yourself into your malasana, your yoga squat. Really nice. Okay, so you can either stay here in your malasana. It's really nice. It's quite a restorative pose. It's opening up your hips. Use those elbows to push your hips open. Try and keep yourself upright. Spine straight and long. And those of you that would like to take a crow pose, I want you to just bring yourself into the center of your mat. So for those of you new to joining the class, your crow pose is, I'd say, it's a starter arm balance. It's probably the least intimidating hand balance. So I'm trying to add it in as much as possible so that we can start to feel strong and confident on our hands, even only a little. So if you are taking crow pose, bring yourself into the center of your mat. Take your palms in front of you, spread your fingers. You're going to lift your bum up towards the sky and you're going to place your knees into your armpits. And that's really important because what I don't want is a lot of people, they put their knees onto the outside of their arms, so you're using your arms as a table. You don't want to do that. You want to be nice and streamlined. So then you're going to start to inch forward and bring those feet off the mat. And maybe you only hold for a second today, but however long you hold, maybe give it another go. And you can just practice toe tapping as well. And the nice thing about this arm balance is that you can put a cushion in front of you so that if you do feel like you're going to fall forward, you haven't got far to fall and your head will meet the cushion. Well done. Lovely. Tight calves. Hi Cassie, I just saw your comment. So tight calves, definitely in down dog, softening your knees and doing the lifting of the heels and lowering. Okay, when you guys are done with your crow pose, I want you to bring yourself back into your malasana at the top of your mat. Palms together, spreading the knees with your elbows. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to bounce up a little bit and then drop back down. Inhale. Exhale, bounce up about halfway and drop back down. And exhale, bring yourself almost all the way up and hold. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Drop down, bring your palms to the mat and just lift yourself into Uttanasana, forward fold. So heel to your feet together. Soften your knees and draw your palms underneath your toes. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Start to draw the crown of the head towards the floor. So here we're stretching our hamstrings, the backs of our legs, our calves, getting into our shoulders and our spine. So what I always say in yoga, it's much better to have bent knees and a straight back than straight legs and a curved spine. And most people tend to have quite tight calves and hamstrings. I have really tight calves and hamstrings. So that's why it's so much better to just practice with bent knees and a straight spine rather than straighten your legs and put extra pressure on the backs of your legs and your spine. That's how most injuries happen. That's why lower back pain is so common in yoga. Take a nice deep breath. Pull yourself towards the mat. And then gently take a deep inhale. Start to stroke your palms up the feet towards the shins. Flatten the back, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, back to your forward fold. Inhale, stroke the palms up the shins towards the knees. Flatten your back, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, back to forward fold. And last time, stroke the palms up the feet towards the shins. Flatten your back, straight your left. And exhale, back to your forward fold. Plant your palms, step, float, or jump back into a plank position. So you can either go straight up into your downward dog, or tuck your elbows in, come down through your chaturanga, push forward, upward facing dog, and push back, downward facing, lovely. Slight bend in the knees, gaze straight ahead, step, float, or jump through to your seated position, plant your feet, really nice. Bring your arms in line with your legs and start to gently roll all the way back down onto the mat, unraveling like a chain link. Peeling yourself onto the mat. Keep the knees bent. Bring feet and knees parallel like train tracks. Bring your arms down on either side of your hips. Make sure head, neck, shoulders, and spine are in a nice straight line. Take a deep inhale, spine flat on the mat. Exhale, start to roll those hips up towards the sky. Peel them upwards, one vertebra at a time. Imagine someone's got a bit of string through your pelvis into your shoulder bridge. Walk your shoulders together and interlace the fingers underneath your back. That will get you a nice higher lift to your hips. So I want you to make sure those feet and knees stay parallel. That's really, really important because if they're bowing out to the side, you're going to lose that engagement in your calves, in your hamstrings and your glutes. And you're going to lose that nice little bit of strength. Make sure those feet are flat as well. So shoulder bridge is a bit of a powerhouse pose, really. It's good for so many things. So it's really good for your shoulders. It's good for practicing back bends. It's good for strengthening the glutes and hamstrings. It's really, really good for pelvic floor. So we should always be strengthening our pelvic floor muscles and practicing Kegels. But particularly if you are a mum, if you've had a baby, or if you've been pregnant, really, really important that we always practice that. And it's also really good for anxiety, insomnia, and stress. So it's a good one to do first thing in the morning and before you go to bed at night. And some people say if you hold this for 5 minutes a day, it can help with depression and also with digestion. So it's a lovely little pose. Keep those hips nice and high. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, gently roll yourself back down onto the mat. Take those knees in towards your chest. Gently rock from side to side, up and asana, release your spine. And bring your legs into a tabletop position. And drop those knees over to the left and gaze to the right, gaze down those right fingertips. Give yourself a nice little supine twist. So always look in the opposite direction of your legs when you're twisting. And then drop those knees over to the right and gaze to the left. So it's nice to finish with a little twist. I find them really calming And take one more deep breath here. Gently bring yourself back to center. Start to straight that body out, point the fingers, point the toes, reach the arms up above the head. Imagine someone's got you by the fingers, someone's got you by the toes, they're putting you from one side of the room and you cannot get away. There's tension in every single part of your body. So everything that I've told you to do, just forget it. So pull those shoulders all the way up to your ears. Screw those facial features up. Make the ugliest face you've ever made in your life. A million double chins, tiny beady eyes. Really, really reaching, put tension in every part of your body, limbs shaking from the tension. And while you're here, throw in all your mental tension as well. Anything that's annoying you, making you sad, making you angry, making you anxious, making you pissed off, throw it all into the big old tension bomb. We're going to throw it back out into the universe. And it's going to give us 5 minutes peace, hopefully. So keep throwing it in. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let go. Bring your arms down by your side, feet falling open. Take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. And if you need anything for your Shavasana, please feel free to grab it now. If you need a drink, if you need a jumper, socks, blankets, cushions, dimming your lights, popping on some music, whatever you want to do, please feel free to do that now. And as always, if you do not wish to stay for Shavasana, that's absolutely fine. If you are staying, bring yourself into that nice, comfortable position, bringing yourself back to where you were at the beginning of the class. Close your eyes, drop your palms open. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Expand your abdomen and send all of your air down towards the bottom of your lungs. Filling them like a glass all the way to the top. And as you exhale, reverse the breath. Draw the navel in towards the spine. And again, inhale. And exhale. So tuning out your outside distractions and making your breath your focus. Deepening with every inhale, maybe pausing for a second at the top before you exhale. Let's start to check in with our tension points. Make sure the shoulders are down, the neck is long. Facial features soft and gentle. Jaw unlocked. Teeth unclenched and tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Let's take our attention to our feet. Feel each toe unravel one by one. Feet falling open. Ankles, calves, knees and thighs follow suit, becoming lightweight. All the way up to the base of your spine and feel each vertebrae unravel one by one. Trickling down into the mat like water. All the way up to your shoulders and feel those shoulders pulling down your spine, away from the ears, drawing down into the mat. Allowing your neck to grow long. Head light. Maybe reach for that imaginary broom again, sweep the mind clear of any clutter. Any wandering thoughts, anything not serving you. And as you sweep that mind clear, it softens your features, allowing yourself to let go, unlocking the jaw,
tongue from the roof of the mouth. Arms lightweight at your side, palms open and each finger unwrapped. And finally, take your attention to your chest and your abdomen. That slow and steady rise and fall of your breath. Guiding your body into that deep sense of calm. Slow driving rhythm. And allow yourself to focus in on that rise and fall and tune out anything that does not serve you, anything you did before or need to do after. Take this time. Make it just for you. As you inhale and exhale. And gently start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Drawing awareness back into your body. Hugging your knees into your chest. And gently rocking from side to side to release the spine on the mat. Bring yourself up to seated. Palms on your knees, shoulders down. And take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And draw your palms together at heart center. Thank you all so much for practicing with me this evening. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening and see you all on Saturday. Namaste. So just to recap, tomorrow there will be no class. Fridays we're no longer doing, but every other day, same time, same place, and Sundays at 10:15 a.m., which is only on Zoom, not on Facebook. But we are still here. So just tomorrow, and hopefully see you all on Saturday. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Thank you guys. See you all on Saturday.